All right. So I'm gonna rewind this real quick, and there's a very, very good reason why. Um, this only played 1 second. Y'all know I like Fable. Y'all remember I reacted to the last Fable trailer. Why did they have Peter Molyneux? Who, yeah, he's the creator of Fable, but like, why is he here? This man should not be involved with any video game ever. He will. If y'all don't know who Peter Molyneux is, he is notorious for overhyping and just telling people like he tells people things that will not be in the game in a lot of cases. He he is partially the reason why Lionhead Studios went out of business. Peter Molyneux is like the progenitor to Todd Howard from Bethesda. He will tell you anything you will want to hear. So let's if you hear me laughing or if you see me pausing the video to roast this man, you will know why. So let me just
I just think chickens are
this man is
inherently
aged
funny
horribly.
creatures, and I just want, as a human being, to be
Also,
quite
this is
cruel
supposed to be
them.
related to Fable
When I
games.
was a baby, I was left at the end of my garden, and behind the garden there was a chicken farm, so I famously clucked rather than spoke as a child. And I think
I
that brought
really
out
don't
my
believe that he's
deep
ever even
hatred
seen a
for
chicken. I don't even
chickens.
believe a word coming out of his mouth.
Peter Molyneux may have a hatred of chickens, but definitely has a love for video games. With over 4 decades
I don't even know if this man knows what a chicken looks like. I don't believe a word he says.
of development under his belt, chances are that you've played one of the many games he's responsible for. Theme Park, Dungeon Keeper, Black and White, all 3 Fables, and now with Masters of Albion, he's putting all of that experience into his latest big project.
I never want to stop making games, but I have to be a realist. You know, I'm 65, my lifestyle sucks, I overeat, I still smoke, drink alcohol.
Nah, dog. Nah, dog. You need to be a realist and realize that you need to stop lying to people about games you make. I don't even care if it's a Fable related game. I'm here to roast Peter Molyneux. This man is talking about all this stuff. He needs to stop lying to people about what's going to be in his games. This man would be probably a CEO if it wasn't for the fact that he's earned so much bad press.
I can't go on like that, so, you know, something's going to happen. You know, I really want to make one more game, one more epic game. And what should that be?
Masters of Albion is a god game, which is hardly surprising seeing as it's coming from practically the godfather of the genre. Part city builder, part RPG, part third-person action, it looks set to combine some of the most memorable
I guarantee you, when this game comes out, this shit gonna play like a mobile game from like 2008. Hold on, let me show you. Even in the trailer, it don't look good.
some of the most memorable aspects of Molyneux Rising, seeing as it's
Go
coming
back.
from practically the godfather of the genre. Part city builder, part
That part look normal. This part right here
RPG,
look okay.
part
This part right here looks weird. And it's not just my screen this time. This part looks weird.
third-person action, it looks set to combine some of the most memorable aspects
It looks like they wanted to make a 3D like adventure game, but didn't have the budget. So they made it a point and click game where you just command them and they fight like in Civilization.
of Molyneux's vast library.
So I went back and I looked at Dungeon Keeper and came up with a list of things that I loved from Dungeon Keeper. I looked at Black and White and came up with a list of things that I loved from Black and White. And I looked at Fable and came up with a list of things that I loved from Fable. And I asked myself, well, can I blend all these things together and create a
You can. I wouldn't trust him with it, but you can. Somebody out there can do it.
God game?
But what is a god game? The definition
Please stop pausing so much so we can get this over with.
One thing is at the very core of the genre to Molyneux, however, the freedom to play how you want to.
For me, a God game should be about
This game
giving
gonna be on
the
iPhone,
player
bro.
freedom and the sense
iPhone
of
4.
power. And power turns out not just to be about destroying things.
Let me get my water.
Up. Power is equally about creating things and lots of choices and lots of consequences. So what Masters of Albion is an open world God game.
It looks like a reshade of Clash of Clans.
To approach.
I can't wait for this to come out so we can see all the
throw up
people get
against
mad
you
about this, because
in
I
any way
don't
you
trust
want.
this man.
And that freedom within that story, I think, makes the game pretty unique. I think my realization after
I don't even believe that he
all
has
these
actual
years
skin on.
is I don't want to create a game which forces you, the gamer, to be a certain
man's skin
sort
made
of
out of
player. I want you to
latex.
think, well,
That's a
you know,
mask.
I'm not interested in God mode. I'm interested in possession mode. I'm interested in fighting. I'm interested in
That shit look rough.
creating
Why does
the
it look like
armor
that?
and weapons that
I'll let this slide a little bit. Or that.
possession
What
mode.
even
That's
is that?
fine, and you can play
That man
the
was making
majority
a
of the
pie.
game in that third-person view, which is fantastic.
Show me more than
exciting.
that,
And where I find
and I will
the game
stop
really
critiquing you so
interesting
hard, sir.
is when you combine God mode and third-person mode, and so you can get in possession mode. You can get your hero to a certain location. You can release.
This
your
should look
hero.
like one of them
He'll-
Steam Greenlight
he'll
games.
Hopefully, intelligently do what you want to do while you support him. In
Like
God
right now,
mode.
I wouldn't pay
That's the
$20 for
Fable
this.
side of the game.
This
The
ain't even me
exploration,
dissing like the people who making it.
there's a
Get they
huge
motherfucking money.
leveling up
I
tech
can't trust
tree
Peter
for
Molyneux.
your
I'm too
hero,
old for
and
that.
you've got housing that there's hundreds of elements to that tech tree. Then you've got the city building element. Yeah, I've had city building.
You're like the
games. I
worst
love
person to
city building
advertise your
games. I
game.
love playing city building games, but I get frustrated when I have to put this building in this spot. Well, now it's completely up to you, the player.
Like they
You
showed
can
this.
design whatever building you want, and these buildings have functions. So
I feel like
you
it's
can make
cutting so much
buildings
because
that
they've
are-
actually ran into
that's
glitches.
a farm and a mill.
refuse
and
to
a
believe that this
factory
game ran
and a pub
functionally.
and an inn and a housing block.
This
and
game
it's
looks like it
one
came out like in
monstrous
2009.
building. But be
This is Fable
careful.
3 graphics
The more
here.
you put things together, the more you stress those buildings.
And I know it's not just
more
me looking at it
pollution
like
they
that.
cause,
This
and
game
the
looks
whole
rough.
landscape will morph to reflect the pollution you've got. So there is a complete city building game in there, and because we've got this very simple
What else is in there,
mechanic
Peter?
where by day everything's peaceful, you can explore, you can plan, you can
I
build.
didn't realize how
you can
much I get angry
and
at
then
this
by
man until
night,
just now.
everything will attack.
I haven't thought
everything
about this
you
man in
own,
years.
and you can own more than one of these villages. So you can, you can build turrets and castles and you can defend your town like that, or you can level up your hero. I really want people to play this game in their way.
Why do they keep showing the same gameplay? Like they only have so much gameplay.
Masters
If that's the
of
case,
Albion
okay.
is shaping up to be the
But, like,
greatest hits of Molyneux's work
this is a
so
9-minute
far,
video.
A magnum opus of sorts that looks
Like,
at
we've
what
seen
made
this at least
indie
3
games
times.
shine so brightly and reinvents those ideas for the present day.
So in Dungeon Keeper, I loved the hand. I loved. being
Also,
able
for
to
anybody
pick
wondering why he's able to use the
things
name
up. I loved
Albion,
being able to
Albion is
possess things,
historically the name of
but
like
it didn't
England,
feel
like
like
the
they
actual
comfortably
England country,
lived
not the United
together.
Kingdom, but England.
Especially the
I think the
possession
entire
mode.
island was called
But
Albion
what
at one
I really
point.
loved was building something and then something coming and attacking the thing I built. So what I decided to take is
Which now that I
possession
think
mode,
about
but
it,
take
if
it
that's
in
the
a way
case, then
that
like not whole
improves
glaive
and
is like
enhances
Ireland
it,
or
makes it
Scotland.
meaningful and deep. The rhythm of building and being attacked.
And I don't know where the hell that desert
and
came
the
from in
ability
Fable
to
2 or 3.
interact with different characters in different ways, as well as building. In Masters of Albion, possession enables you to play the game rather like the Fable combat system. So when you're in possession
really,
mode,
Peter?
you can use magic and you can use fighting. You can blend the two styles together. And crucially,
I trust
when you're in
politicians more than I
possession
trust
mode, you
Peter
can possess
Molyneux.
almost anything. You can possess a chicken, of course. Then we come to black and white. I loved the hand. I think that was a real improvement from the Dungeon Keeper hand. I love the freedom to be able to pick things up and throw things, even though in
He
black
yeeted
and
the
white
shit
the
out of
physics
him.
system wasn't really robust as it should have been. So throwing often felt clumsy and a little bit clunky. But in today's world, we've got the tech that allows us to do that. I loved the open world feel of it. I could go over here and do something here, or I could go over here and do something here. And I love the
We're not going to ignore the
minimalist
fact that he's just
interface.
sitting there
Those are my
pretty much
big
doing an
three
interview about his
features. I
old
think
games.
You can do a lot more with the hand. I think the hand can be a lot more than just picking things up. I think we can enhance it. We can make people feel really powerful with the hand, and we can make people feel
I wanted to make a
creative.
sandwich. I would play
And then we've got
Pokemon.
Fable, the narrative line, the epic story. I love that. I definitely want to be inspired by that. The way that Fable laid out its story in this golden line that everybody experienced.
Hey, Mr. Matty
points
Plays,
in
shout
that
out to
golden
him.
line, but how they got between those points was maybe a little bit different. I think we could take that and we can really enhance that and make that even more meaningful. I loved the humour. I adored the humour. I loved everyone called it British humour, but it was more humour invented by the player as much as it was by that. So we're going to take the narrative, we're going to take the tech tree.
I will say this about Fable.
We're going to take
I probably
the
enjoyed
open
Monty
world of
Python way more because of
to,
Fable than I would have if
Fable
I
3
didn't
and
play
the
Fable
grand
first.
scale
Because it has a lot of
narrative.
like that kind of
and
comedy.
exploring this vast land of Albion is inspired by Fable, which was inspired by Old England. There are many, many places to explore. It's an interesting universe that Fable.
I don't even know what the
touched
hell he's
upon.
talking about. He's just
And
sitting there pretty much doing an
really, I
interview
think
about
Albion
Fable
in Masters
while
of
trying to
Albion
talk about this
extends
game.
and
This isn't going to be
expands
what you
that,
think it
but
is,
it's
folks.
not actually,
I'm only doing this
Fable
out of
5
spite.
or anything like
Like
that.
I'm
But if
hate
you
watching
played
this pretty
Fable,
much
then definitely Masters of Albion will be familiar
because
to
I
you.
hate Peter
But what of
Molyneux
Albion
for
itself?
lying
Ever since
for
its acquisition
over
of
20
Molyneux's
years,
Lionhead
bro.
Studios in 2006, Fable and its fairy tale setting have belonged to Microsoft. So, should Molyneux be concerned about this potential copyright issue?
I don't know. If I'm honest, I don't really know. I hope so. I mean, you would think that of the responsible person I should be, I would have, spent the last 6 months in lawyers' offices. But, it's like saying if you set a game in America,
Peter Molyneux's
can't set
lawyer
any
is
other
low-key
game in
Lionel Hutz.
America. So Albion can't be
Just kidding.
copyrighted because it's the name for.
They're a genius
England,
because they
Wales,
get to
and
get paid by
that's
him.
how we get
They
away
got
with
an
it.
infinite
The
source
road
of
to
work
Masters
from
of
him.
Albion's completion
Get
is
your
a
money.
long one yet then, but it's a promising one, and could signal a return to form for one of game's most prolific developers. Hopefully, we'll find out more, and to what extent we're able to terrorize its population of chickens soon. For more on Masters of Albion, check
Get me
out
the
the
hell outta
reveal
here.
trailer, and for
Alright, folks. I'm done roasting this man, Peter Molyneux. Y'all know what to do. I can't stop laughing because they called this man a prolific game designer. This man don't do shit but lie.